Are you feeling rather disappointed with your husband? Maybe frustrated that he's not taking care of these tasks, or disappointed that he's not being more appreciative of you or more romantic, or whatever the thing may be. And you find that you're getting so disappointed that it seems like your husband doesn't really like to be around you. It seems like he's becoming a little bit mean toward you, and you're like aghast, like, why is he treating me like this when I have every right to be angry at him? And well, have you ever thought about this vicious cycle that you're in, where you are disappointed in him because you've just been focusing on all his flaws, and so then you're becoming like a sourpuss, like you've been sucking on bitter lemons, and your face is all kind of puckered up and nasty, and no one really wants to be around you, including your husband. And then because you're like that, then he reacts badly, and then he becomes maybe angry at you, or goes and sulks somewhere, or is just kind of absent, and the cycle just keeps on going. Well, you can continue to suck on the bitter lemons and just become a sourpuss, or perhaps you can look at what he's doing right and enjoy some refreshing sweet lemonade instead of the bitter lemons, right? Maybe you could focus on what your husband is doing right instead of just looking at all the flaws. Isn't it weird how as wives, subconsciously, I know we don't think this consciously, but subconsciously, we expect our husbands to be kind of perfect overnight. Like, we've brought up some issues, and so by golly, he should have this figured out by now. And yet, we don't see that in ourselves. We expect God to be patient with us and to slowly, over months and years and decades, transform us. But for some reason, we expect our husbands to just be all better overnight. Well, let's cut our husbands a break. In fact, let's actually start to try to focus on what our guys are doing right. It's going to be like a cup of cool water for them, for us to be actually appreciating some of their good points, some of their good character strengths, instead of just focusing on what is wrong. I believe this is the essence of Philippians 4:8, which says, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, whatever is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. What if you were to try doing that? And yes, if your husband is grossly sinning against you, of course you might need to confront him on that. But otherwise, what if we were to focus on what our husbands are doing right? Yeah, I think we'll be able to turn the lemons into lemonade, and we'll all be refreshed.